Hi guys, quick video. We're just going to talk about some things we went over before, but we're going to go into more detail on the Son of Man and servants to come under Jesus. This is the one about whom it is written. Matthew 11:10 says, "Behold, I am sending my messenger ahead of you, who will prepare your way before you." That scripture is a reference to Hebrews 7:2. Now we're going to go back before we go into 7:2. We're going to start at Hebrews 7:1. For this Melchizedek, king of Salem, priest of the Most High God, who met Abraham. Then we're going to go into Hebrews 7:2. Then Abraham took a tenth of all he had captured in battle and gave it to Melchizedek. In the Hebrew or in the King James, it says Abraham gave a tenth of all, first being interpreted king of righteousness, and after that also the king of Salem, which is king of peace. That is the Melchizedek. That is Melchizedek. So, Abraham took a tenth of all he captured in battle and gave it to Melchizedek. The name Melchizedek means king of justice. King of Salem means king of peace. The Strong's reference for Hebrews 7:2 goes back again to Matthew 11:10. This is the one about whom it is written, "Behold, I am sending my messenger ahead of you, who will prepare your way before you." The word number 32 in Strong's, messenger, is an angel. Now, something we need to remember is Jesus has inherited a better name than the angels. So this is a different guy. It's not Jesus coming. Hebrews 1:4, having become so much better than the angels, as he, Jesus, has by inheritance obtained a more excellent name than they. Also remember, Jesus is to sit on the throne until all his enemies are underfoot. The messenger now, this angel of Matthew 11:10 and Hebrews 7:2, is an angel, which is the coming of Jesus in the Spirit, in the saint, and other Spirit-filled servants also, which will rule under Jesus. The definition word 649 in Strong's is "I send." Matthew 11:10 includes a messenger angel, which he is sending. And if you look up, that's a person sent with commissions, like John the Baptist had, and the 12 apostles as an example, and one like the Son of Man that is coming. Michael the Archangel is called Melchizedek in the Dead Sea Scrolls. In Hebrews 7:3, Melchizedek is without father, without mother, without descendant, having neither beginning of days nor end of days or life, but made like unto the Son of God. And if you go back into Hebrews 6:20, it says, "Whether the forerunner is for us entered, even Jesus, made a high priest forever after the order of Melchizedek." Michael, Melchizedek, is God's first created chief angel who defeats Satan and delivers God's people, because the enemies of Jesus are not yet under his footstool. Now remember, Jesus obtained a better name by inheritance than the angels. He's God. So Michael is the voice of God, and going to put the enemies, the descendant of Michael will put the enemies under Jesus' foot in the upcoming events. Revelation 14:14 says, and I looked, and behold, a white cloud, and upon the cloud sat one like unto like the Son of Man, having on his head a golden crown, and in his hand a sharp sickle. Now, something I want to go over real quick is the Son of Man. If we look up Son, which is 5207 in Strong's, it is a son, a descendant. And if you look up 444 in Strong's, its definition is a man, a human, mankind. The usage is a man, one of the human race. Now, the Son of Man that everybody thinks is coming, that they say is Jesus, cannot be Jesus, because this is saying one of the human race. Jesus is God. He's not a man. So we go back. The one coming will be like the Son of Man. But it's not God. It's not Jesus. He's to remain on the throne until all his enemies are underfoot. So then, in Revelation 14:14, that angel that sat on the cloud, the one unto like the Son of Man, had a sickle in his hand. Daniel 7:13, I kept looking in my night visions, and behold, with the cloud of heaven, one like the Son of Man was coming. And he came up to the Ancient of Days, and was presented before him. The Ancient of Days is God, Jesus. So the one like the Son of Man is presented before him. Now in Daniel 12:1, and at the time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. You have already seen God speak through Michael, the archangel, before. Several instances. It says, I descend with the shout of the archangel, the trumpet of an angel. And he will continue right into the 1,000-year millennium, ruling under Jesus. Melchizedek will. We're going to learn a mystery right in front of us. Who is the one like the Son of Man? In John 12:34, the crowd then answered Jesus, we have heard from the law the Christ is to remain forever. How is it that you say the Son of Man must be lifted up? Who is the Son of Man? The crowd asked Jesus, if you are the Christ who lives and rules forever, but soon to be lifted up, exalted. Lifted up means exalted or die by crucifixion. 53:12 in Strong's. Then who is the coming Son of Man? The people were aware of the law. Law in Strong's is 35:51. In the scriptures like Daniel 7:14, where it talks about an everlasting kingdom. So they say, how are you about to die? The answer is because Jesus is sending one like him in the latter days, revealed in Revelation 14:14 and in Daniel 7:13 and 14. We're going to discover a mystery that's right in front of us. The gospel accounts of the coming Son of Man in Matthew 23:30 and in Mark 13:26 are given the references for Daniel 7:13 and 14. One like the Son of Man is coming. And in Luke 21:27, the references for that are Revelation 14:14. One like the Son of Man. All three are referenced by the King James Bible. The story just read to you is told by many different prophets throughout the Bible and told in many different ways. The line of David, a latter-day king, a man-child, is an overcomer giving a new name. A rider who rules with a rod of iron. and so on. The overcomer that gets to sit on the throne with Jesus as he sat on his Father's throne for overcoming. Many of these are in plain sight. Others are very mysterious of Daniel. Now I want to go and add, we're going to add Ezekiel 38:16. When I show my holy self through you. And it says, and you will advance against my people Israel like a cloud covering the land. And it will be in the last days. And I will bring you against my land, so that the nations know me. And when I show myself holy through you before their eyes, O Gog. Then we're going to add, you are my Father. Psalms 89:26. And he will cry to me, you are my Father, my God, and the rock of my salvation. Salvation, word 3444 in Strong's, the definition is Yeshua. Now we're going to go the Son of Righteousness. We're going to talk about the Son of Righteousness. In Revelations 10:1, and I saw another mighty angel come down from heaven, clothed in a cloud, and a rainbow was upon his head, and his face was as it were the sun. Isaiah 41:25. And I have raised up one from the north, and he shall come from the rising of the sun, and shall call upon my name. Psalms 19:4. In them hath he set the tabernacle for the sun. Revelation 1:16. Out of his mouth went a sharp two-edged sword, and his appearance was as the sun. Malachi 4:2. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise. Now once again, we're going to go back to stand up Prince, Daniel 10:14. Now I am come to make thee understand what shall befall thy people in the latter days. For yet the vision so for many days. Daniel 11:7. But out of a branch of her roots shall one stand up in his estate, which shall come with an army. Daniel 12:1. Now at that time Michael, the great prince who stands guard over the sons of your people, will rise. Jeremiah 23:5. And behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will rise unto David a righteous branch, and a king shall reign and prosper, and shall execute judgment and justice in the earth. Now we know that the judgment is given to the saints of the Most High. The everlasting kingdom is given to the saints of the Most High, and to the righteous branch, the man-child, which is coming. And Jesus is going to announce who this is under him, because Jesus is going to come in him and his servants in spirit. And the world's going to know who it is when it happens. Alright guys, it's getting long enough, so we'll stop it there. Keep an eye in the comment section for Michael 71:21. He put a lot of time and effort into these prophecies and how they're going to play out. Truth's right in front of your eyes. Either you want to accept it or you want to keep believing that Jesus is coming, when Jesus is God and he's going to remain on the throne till all the enemies are underfoot. He doesn't have to do the work. He's going to send people to do the work, just like he's done since the beginning of time. All right. God bless. Much love.